E.N.D here. We have some news, some big news related to Archery. Archery is the code name for the set that is going to be released in fall 2019, that is September 2019, and if you want the date exactly, the pre-release will be in September 28th, 29th. Those are the dates of the pre-release of Archery. As I said, we still know only very few details about the set. We still call the set by its codename, Archery. We don't know on which plane it will be set, and also we don't know the name of the set. But Mark Rosewaters have revealed on his blog talk that on July 18 to July 21st, during the San Diego Comic-Con, he will reveal the name of the set and the plane that is going to be set on. We already know that the plane that this particular set, Archery, will be set on will be a totally new plane in the Magic Arena multiverse. It's a new plane. We never went on this plane. I don't know if we ever heard about this plane, but for sure we never visited this plane. Some other news is this particular photo. This particular photo, which is going around the internet. Elspeth, finally I understand home isn't where you rest, is what you fight for. There is some indication that Elspeth will be back in Magic the Gathering. The Planeswalker Elspeth, even though we know that she died, it could make a comeback in this particular set. As I said, we know very few details about Archery, and we don't even know that if Elspeth will be back in this particular set, but there are some indications that is telling us that Elspeth could make it in this particular set. Apart from Elspeth, as I said, we know that it's going to be a totally new plane. In my opinion, there are a lot of speculation, but in my opinion, there are only two planes that I can imagine this particular set will be based on. The first plane is related to Teoverada. Teoverada, one of the planeswalkers in the War of the Spark, he helped a lot the Gatewatch in defeating Nicol Bolas, and Teoverada is a native of the plane GOBAKHAN. GOBAKHAN is a desert plane where civilization is surrounded by two massive sandstorms, known as the Eastern Cloud and the Western Cloud. These particular sandstorms contain deadly amounts of small diamonds, and that's why the people of GOBAKHAN depends a lot on planeswalkers, on monks like Teoverada, that they can produce these particular shields in defending them against these particular storms and the diamonds. As I said, the plane of GOBAKHAN is a plane where there are a lot of interesting things that could happen. There are these two massive storms, there are the monks, there are a lot of different creatures, and I believe it's one of those planes that the new set Archery will be based on. The other plane is a plane that we have heard a lot, and I'm talking about VRYN. VRYN is the native plane of Jace. Jace was born on VRYN, and we have a lot of pictures of Jace in VRYN. One of them is Jace Mage of VRYN, and especially Jace, the baby Jace of Magic Origins. VRYN could be the plane that Archery will be based on. One reason is that in War of the Spark we heard very little about Jace. Jace is one of the most planeswalkers that people love. A lot of players love to play with Jace, but unfortunately, into my opinion, Jace was a little bit put aside in War of the Spark. Whereas the Spark was more about Gideon, was more about Liliana, was more about Nicol Bolas, and less about Jace. So, in my opinion, we could see a comeback of Jace on VRYN as a new set for the fall 2019 for Magic the Gathering. You can leave me a comment below. What do you think about VRYN being the next plane that the next set will be based on? And here there is the subscription button. Subscribe to my channel for more news, more information about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.